As I was in the courtroom, I saw Combs was wearing the same clothes for the second straight day in court. When he walked into the hearing, he seemed confident, looked over at his family and waved. But after nearly 2 hours of listening to both sides, District Judge Andrew Carter Jr. refused to grant Combs bail.
Y'all, this might be one of the wildest twists yet in Diddy's legal saga. 2 weeks after his latest denial for bond, whispers are getting louder that Sean Diddy Combs might have a way out of jail, and it involves snitching on none other than Jay-Z. Yes, you heard that right. The feds are allegedly pressing Diddy to spill everything on Hollywood's elite, and the names being mentioned are straight up jaw-dropping. Let's dive into the madness because this story is blowing up fast. According to insider reports, prosecutors are dangling a tantalizing offer in front of Diddy: bail and the possibility of a reduced sentence in exchange for full cooperation. But here's the kicker. They're not just asking for minor details. They want it all. The feds are allegedly pushing Diddy to reveal everything he knows about a network of celebrities, athletes, agents, studio heads, and powerful business figures tied to his rumored misdeeds.
I'm going to take your souls. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports.
Celebrity insider Janet Charlton shared that while Diddy has stayed quiet up to now, the pressure is mounting. Sean is being tempted to start naming names, and if he cooperates, he could likely be granted bail until his trial, one source revealed. But that's not all. The insider went on to tease that the list of names could shock the world, sparking speculation that this investigation might expose secrets far beyond Diddy's case.
I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to...
The real bombshell? Reports suggest that Jay-Z could be among the names Diddy is being asked to snitch on. Given the long history between these two moguls, once allies and now rumored rivals, the idea of Diddy turning on Jay-Z has everyone talking. Could Diddy's legal troubles push him to expose secrets about his Rock Nation counterpart?
I can never remember what I said over here.
How's he doing?
He's doing fine. Dr. King called it the law of unintended consequences. So sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger.
Well, let's not forget, Jay-Z has been dealing with his own legal drama lately, with a lawsuit alleging disturbing claims. If Diddy were to cooperate and link Jay-Z to his alleged misdeeds, it could spell serious trouble for the billionaire, rap mogul. The feds are reportedly investigating connections between high-profile figures and the darker side of the industry. So, if Diddy decides to spill, the fallout could be catastrophic for Jay-Z and countless others.
I believe the reports, and obviously Diddy is someone who's rich and famous and has lived a life of luxury for many years, and now he's in federal prison.
The stakes couldn't be higher for Jay-Z, as Diddy's potential cooperation with the feds looms over him like a dark cloud. Let's break it down. Jay-Z is currently embroiled in a highly publicized lawsuit alleging that he and Diddy were involved, enforcing themselves on a younger person back in 2000. While Jay-Z has vehemently denied these claims, the pressure is mounting, especially as Diddy faces his own mountain of allegations. If Diddy decides to take a deal and starts talking, his testimony could lend credibility to Jane Doe's accusations against Jay-Z. Imagine the impact. Diddy confirming even part of the allegations could be devastating for Jay-Z both legally and publicly. It would be a betrayal of epic proportions, throwing Jay-Z under the bus while Diddy secures his freedom. Jay-Z's legal team, led by Alex Spiro, has been pulling out all the stops to get the case dismissed. They've argued that the alleged incident falls outside the statute of limitations and doesn't meet the criteria for the laws under which the lawsuit was filed. Spiro has even questioned whether the alleged incident could have taken place in New York City, as Jane Doe claims, citing her detail that she was driven 20 minutes to an estate with a U-shaped driveway.
This bedtime, out-of-town pie flipper, turn Chris Dallas to a crooked eye slipper. Everybody wanna be fast, see the cat.
But that's not all. Jay-Z has taken a deeply personal stance, releasing statements about the toll this case is taking on his family. He pointed out that one of his children is around the same age as the accuser was when the alleged incident occurred, raising concerns about the impact this case might have on his family's privacy. While Jay-Z has been publicly and aggressively defending himself, the possibility of Diddy cooperating could turn the tide. A detailed account from Diddy implicating Jay-Z would add significant weight to Jane Doe's claims, undermining Jay-Z's current defense strategies and leaving him with fewer options. This wouldn't just be a legal blow. It would be a public relations nightmare, further fueling media scrutiny and public backlash. Jay-Z's battle isn't only with the accuser, it's also with her attorney, Tony Busby, who represents multiple women bringing civil suits against Diddy. Jay-Z has openly criticized Busby, accusing him of failing to properly vet cases and pressuring clients to bring lawsuits for financial gain. This ongoing feud has added another layer of complexity to an already tangled legal mess, making the stakes higher than ever for both Jay-Z and Diddy. But here's the thing. If Diddy were to cooperate, it could bolster Busby's case against both men. With Diddy's cooperation potentially validating some of the accuser's claims, Jay-Z would face a major uphill battle, no matter how skilled his legal team is. This could fundamentally shift the legal landscape for both moguls, potentially bringing decades of controversy and allegations into sharper focus. One of the most explosive possibilities, if Diddy decides to cooperate with the feds, is his knowledge of Jay-Z's alleged past with Foxy Brown. For decades, rumors have swirled that Jay-Z had a relationship with Foxy when she was only 16 years old. While both parties have consistently denied these claims, the whispers have never truly faded, and they resurfaced in a significant way after Foxy's cryptic post following the recent lawsuit against Jay-Z. Foxy's post, which many interpreted as alluding to her past dealings with Jay-Z, reignited public interest in the allegations, adding fuel to an already blazing fire. If Diddy were to corroborate any part of these long-standing rumors, it would create a media frenzy and possibly escalate Jay-Z's legal troubles further. The implications of such a revelation would be catastrophic, not just for Jay-Z's reputation, but for his standing as one of the most powerful figures in the music industry.
Today we're learning a New York federal judge has ruled that for now, an Alabama woman who says she was raped by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs when she was 13, she can proceed without her name being released.
Foxy's cryptic posts, like "wow" and "wait," ignited a storm of speculation across social media. Some fans interpreted her words as a reaction to the lawsuit against Jay-Z and Diddy, believing she might finally be hinting at her own untold story. Others thought her posts could signify a deeper connection to the ongoing allegations. The timing of these posts raised eyebrows, fueling theories about her possible involvement or knowledge of events. While Foxy later shut down rumors of a non-disclosure agreement allegedly preventing her from speaking out, her defensive tone only added to the intrigue. Instead of quelling the speculation, her response left more questions than answers. Fans began dissecting her words, wondering if there was more she wished to share but couldn't, or if she was deliberately distancing herself from the controversy to avoid becoming entangled in the legal drama.
Was I shocked when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby? Yes, because we've talked about that. Mm-hmm. We have a history that supersedes music, and we know how this business.
Now imagine the chaos if Diddy decides to corroborate any of these rumors. His intimate knowledge of what really happened during the Bad Boy Rockefeller era could potentially blow the lid off these long-standing allegations. If Diddy were to even testify or provide evidence suggesting any inappropriate behavior involving Foxy Brown, it would only add fuel to the fire engulfing Jay-Z amidst his current legal challenges. The rumors surrounding Foxy Brown and Jay-Z have haunted him for years, especially after Nas called him out in the infamous diss track Ether. In the track, Nas rapped about H-pumping Foxy when she was only 16, a line that stuck with fans despite the nature of diss tracks to exaggerate. Over time, this particular lyric gained traction as a possible allusion to real events, with fans unable to shake the implications. Social media detectives have since scoured timelines, piecing together moments that pointed to Jay-Z and Foxy Brown's close relationship during her teenage years. Public appearances, interviews, and industry connections have been scrutinized, leading many to speculate that their dynamic may have been more than just professional. Although both Jay-Z and Foxy Brown have repeatedly denied any allegations of impropriety, the whispers persist.
Allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right. I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce.
Jay-Z has consistently denied any wrongdoing, particularly regarding the long-standing rumors involving Foxy Brown. His legal team has adopted an aggressive stance in handling the current lawsuit, reflecting a broader strategy aimed at dismissing allegations before they gain traction and potentially damage his reputation.
At what age was Foxy Brown signed?
No. I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
Yeah, but I
didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know you didn't. I'm just asking a question.
I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody.
The reemergence of these claims in the context of Jay-Z's current lawsuit has undoubtedly reignited public scrutiny, making them much harder to dismiss outright. Critics and fans alike are now questioning whether Foxy Brown's long-standing silence could point to something deeper, especially considering her significant presence during Jay-Z's early career. The lingering rumors have fueled speculation about whether Foxy's silence was maintained voluntarily or as part of an industry effort to shield powerful figures. With Diddy potentially cooperating with federal investigators, the stakes could escalate dramatically. If Diddy's testimony includes any mention of Foxy or corroborates rumors surrounding her time in the industry, it might create an undeniable push for Foxy to break her silence.
Foxy Brown, how you feel about the news that broke that, she might testify against Keefe D?
Well, I knew Foxy was out there with Zipner.
Here's where things take a darker turn. Allegedly, Kathy White had announced she was pregnant with Jay-Z's child just 24 hours before her untimely passing. Conspiracy theories suggest this revelation may have led to foul play, and the circumstances surrounding her death have been described as mysterious ever since. To make matters worse, some theories even claim that Beyonce's first child, Blue Ivy, isn't biologically hers, but Kathy's. While there's no solid evidence to back this claim, the idea has persisted, casting a shadow over Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship. In 2024, singer-songwriter Jaguar Wright reignited these allegations after Diddy's legal troubles brought Hollywood's darker secrets back into the spotlight. Jaguar claimed Kathy's death wasn't accidental and implied that those in powerful positions wanted to ensure her silence. Diddy, who has been deeply embedded in the industry for decades, could potentially have knowledge or even evidence that corroborates these allegations. What makes this potential revelation even more chilling is how it ties into Diddy's own legal troubles. If he's been sitting on evidence or knowledge about Kathy White's death, he could use it as leverage to secure his freedom by exposing Jay-Z's alleged involvement. Diddy wouldn't just be snitching, he'd be blowing the lid off one of the biggest mysteries in Hollywood. And let's be real, if Diddy decides to cooperate, his revelations won't stop at Kathy White. The question isn't just what Diddy knows, but how much he's willing to say to save himself. If Kathy White's tragic story resurfaces in a legal setting, it could shake Jay-Z's carefully constructed public image to its core. The stakes couldn't be higher for Jay-Z. Diddy's cooperation isn't just about one lawsuit, it's about the possibility of every skeleton in the industry's closet being dragged into the light, and Kathy White's story might just be the first to come out. So, what do we make of all this? Diddy facing the fight of his life, allegedly ready to name names to secure his freedom, and Jay-Z's empire potentially hanging in the balance. From the Kathy White conspiracy to the Foxy Brown allegations, and now the resurfaced lawsuit, it's clear that the feds have their sights set on untangling decades of Hollywood's darkest secrets. And if Diddy cooperates, the fallout could be seismic. But here's where things get even messier. What does this mean for Jay-Z's carefully curated image as the ultimate rap mogul and family man? If Diddy has receipts, could this mark the end of Jay-Z's reign, or will he weather the storm like he always does? And let's not forget, what about Beyonce and their children? How does this impact their family as they face the court of public opinion? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Hard. I was asking you over there, what does it feel like to be this successful and this famous? You're 19 years old. Mm-hmm. What would that be like?